Hey there, welcome to part 2 of the RE8 No Damage Guide. I'm gonna be quiet here for a minute or so because there's just a bunch of cutscenes, but I will let you know when there's stuff to pick up.
And my daughters do so love entertaining foreigners. Furthermore, I can assure you, if you entrust the mortal to House Dimitrescu, my daughters and I shall deliver to you.
Jesus Christ!
That's right. Run for your life. Very nice, Ethan.
Shit!
My word. You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you didn't think I'd let you get away, did you? Gotta keep Donna and Moreau entertained. So now it's time for the beautiful, blood-soaked grand finale. Nothing like fresh American ground beef!
Too close.
So once this grinder section is over, make sure to pick up the item on the right side of the room where the box is, and also the handgun ammo on the left side of the room. Just before you head outside, make sure you kill these two birds that are on top of the scarecrow. These will never fly away, at least from my experience, so just kill them in whatever order you want. Just don't get too close to them.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
So now that we're inside Castle Dimitrescu, the first thing we're going to do is go inside the right room here, pick up the 500 lei on the table, and then pick up this crystal fragment that is just above us there on the chimney. And then we want to break these two vases on the way to the cutscene that we're about to go to.
Bunch of crazy witches.
As soon as this cutscene ends, turn around and pick up the crimson glass. After squeezing through the gap here, pick up the chem fluid in the drawer right in front of you. And then go to the right and unlock this door. This is very important. We'll be using this to escape Lady D later.
Where have they taken Rose?
So now we're going into the main hallway here. Make sure to unlock this door on your right and loot everything that I do, especially the crystal fragment that is above the painting on the upper floor. So once you've looted everything in the main hallway, you want to visit the Duke for the first time, who is down on the lower area of the corridor. Now, I'm going to put a paste bin in the description, and this will be a link to a file that will give you all of the Duke visits that you do in the run and what you sell and what you buy, because there can be a lot of menuing, but I'll try to explain as we go along. Right here, you want to sell all 4 of your crystal fragments, the Crimson Glass, and the First Aid Med. You want to purchase the hair trigger for the M1897, and also upgrade the M1987's power. If you have enough money, you should absolutely buy an extra shotgun shell here. You usually can afford it. It's very rare that I can't afford it, but it just makes the next section in the cellars a little bit more safe.
Please come again.
I haven't cut open a man in a while. Let me string you up, slice your jugular, and just watch. Taken alive, dead, which would you prefer?
As you leave this crawl space here, pick up your handgun ammo. It's just to your right. And then, before proceeding into the next room, look at the ceiling in this little corridor, and there'll be another crystal fragment for you. This next section can be a little complex, but ideally you only want to shoot one of these enemies. Depending on what RNG you get, you can use up to 3. Be sure to familiarize yourself with these cells because you'll need to be quick in this area. Pick up the various rusted scraps and, most importantly, the metal scrap that I pick up. Very important thing to note here is once I walk past this pillar, the enemy lying on the floor in this gate is going to start waking up. You want to go through this gate very quickly and pick up the pipe bomb. You do not want to enter any of the other gates and then go and pick up the pipe bomb. The reason is, this enemy takes a long time to wake up, so if you walk in there immediately, she has no chance of hitting you. So pick up the pipe bomb, wrap back around. And then when you leave, you want to bait an attack from her, just like the very first enemy in the game. Bait an attack and then run past her. Second enemy here, you want to shoot every time. Quickly pull out the knife and loot this box. It's quite important because it can have shotgun shells. Hug the right wall so the enemy on the left can't get you. And this final enemy here, this is the enemy that you want to look at. Because this enemy can do 2 things. She can either stagger to the left or stagger towards you. If she staggers to the left, you can run past her without shooting her at all, like I do in this footage. But if she staggers towards you, you need to shoot her. Another small thing to note here is that if you're doing a no-hit run, you want to be extra careful with these enemies because they can grab you without dealing any damage. I believe that happened in my first run.
believe
So
Cassandra
now we're going to
caused
fight
all
Bella,
this
and you want to make
mess.
sure your shotgun is fully loaded. Before going into the fight here, just after the stairs, loot the shotgun shells on your left and the chem fluid on your right. Before initiating the cutscene, make sure that your pistol is out. As soon as the fight starts, you want to shoot the window with your pistol and then shoot Bella in the head with the shotgun. Now you want to get her into a loop where every time she does a charge attack, you want to shoot her in the face to stun her. Every 2 shots, she will do a long stagger, and that's when you reload your gun. 2 shells worth. I actually mess up a little bit in this footage, but I show off the strategy much better on Cassandra later on. Once you've used 8 shotgun shells, finish her off with the pistol. Make sure to fully loot the room after she's dead, because you'll get a lot of handgun ammo here. And don't forget to pick up her torso, extremely important. Make sure to pick up the Lemmy compensator in this crate here. Now what I do here is I use this opportunity to organize my inventory. How I organize it here is how I think it is best, but you guys can organize it how you want, but it is important to have a little bit of organization here, especially since your inventory space is so small. As you're leaving here, pick up the lockpick, and then just through the door, get the crystal fragment that's on the ceiling. Once you've got the courtyard key and you're going to head downstairs, Daniela is going to spawn here and start chasing you. But what you want to do is you want to stand on the circle that I'm looking at now. You want to run, stand in the middle of that circle, and then she's going to spawn and fly down towards the door, towards the courtyard. Once she has just about hit the floor, you can turn around, go through this door on the left side, and loop back around. If you want to be extra safe, you can despawn her by going into the Duke's room on the left.
What have you done to my daughter?
After you solve this puzzle, you can save a little bit of time by heading out, opening this drawer, and grabbing the handgun bullets while the door is opening. So this is the cellar. A lot is going to happen in a very short amount of time here, but I assure you, once you've done this a few times, you'll realize how safe this actually is. There are going to be a few enemies that come out of the water, but only one of these enemies is going to be of danger to you. First thing you want to do is you want to shoot these 2 boxes, as I do. This will allow you to loot these as you're running through the area. Now you want to run through and loot the shotgun shells that you just got. When you turn left, you're going to see a table next to a bookshelf. There are some handgun bullets on that table. Quickly grab them and turn around as fast as you can. Keep going forward here and you'll get some more shotgun shells. In the water here is another enemy that you can't sneak past, so you're going to run forward, turn around immediately to bait them to come out of the water, and then just run past them. Break these 2 boxes as fast as you can. Make sure you have the shotgun out. When you pass this corner, shoot the enemy, and then shoot the last enemy on top of the stairs. Make sure you grab the loot in there as well. That area looks really terrifying, and it is, but I assure you, once you've done it a few times, you'll get the hang of it. I don't think I ever lost a run in there when I was doing this. Before you head to Dimitrescu's room, go in this left room here and grab the lei underneath the table.
Oh, shit.
There you are. All there.
Go ahead. Do your worst.
So once you've opened this gate, you want to head it to the right first to get these items. And then initiate this cutscene where you're going to take damage. This is scripted damage and happens during the cutscene, so you can't avoid it happening.
Ah, shit!
Like I'd let you get away. You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see me, child.
After you skip the cutscene, take a few steps back and Dimitrescu will attack you.
You will learn what it means to insult House Dimitrescu.
As soon as her attack is finished, loop her around this pillar here, and once she's on the other side of the pillar, you can run all the way down to get your hand. You can do a similar thing where you loop her around this nearby pillar. Try to bait an attack from her, and after the attack is finished, run through. Now, there's a very, very small chance that she will teleport here. She will teleport at the end of this corridor on the left side. If that happens, simply repeat the same process of baiting her around a pillar, and then run the same way, and she won't teleport this time.
Running will get you nowhere!
Good. Man, screw this castle.
So after this cutscene is finished, you want to go right to Dimitrescu's door, but you want to turn right again and bait an attack from this enemy. If the attack is over, unlock the door and run past the enemy. And now we're going to backtrack slightly. We're going to go backtrack to the pool puzzle with the statues, but we're going to go inside a left room and grab the lady's lipstick. Again, another item we're going to sell to the Duke for some extra money. After we've done that, we're gonna come back to the same door we just unlocked. The same enemy you dodged in front of this door could be in a more awkward spot than she's in here. She's actually in a very good spot for me, so I can just run straight into the door. But if she is in a bad spot, again, just bait an attack, dodge her, and she has such a long recovery time that you have plenty of time to just run past her and through the door. When you enter the main piano room, on the rafters there is going to be a crystal fragment, so pick that up. We're going to kill both of these enemies here, so we're going to start with the one on the left side. And if you hit every single shot in the head, they will die in 10 bullets, so try not to miss. After she is dead, we're going to pick up the flower and sword ball. This is very important. And we're going to kill the other enemy from across the way here. Unlock this drawer with the lockpick and pick up the loot from the enemy you just killed, and pick up the sniper ammo from the drawer. So you want to be really careful here. As soon as you unlock this door, Lady Dimitrescu is going to spawn above you. So what you want to do is you want to really be fast here. You want to go up the stairs and hug the left side so that she's not able to swipe you. Trust me, as long as you don't get stuck and you hug the left side, she will never hit you here. Open the door as quick as you can. Okay, so now we're fighting Daniela, so run straight to the center of the room and open the window to stun her. Make sure there's a bit of distance between you two, because if you're too close to her, she will immediately attack you here. And you basically just want to stay exactly where you are and just continuously shoot her with the pistol. Make sure to never let the window close and don't get too close to her. It's a pretty easy fight, but can chew up a lot of ammo if you're not careful.
Why would you do this? A dream! This is a dream! Damn! I don't want to.
Once she is dead, fully loot the room. There'll be some shotgun shells, a vase to destroy, and 2 pickups of handgun ammo. Make sure to grab these, but don't forget to pick up the daughter's torso. To save a little bit of time here, we're going to go into the bell room and do this now. This only saves a few seconds, but it's nice to do now instead of later. So now we're going to go across through to the Maroon Eye room again, and we're going to go and fight third and final daughter, Cassandra.
Cassandra! Come here now! Enough games!
In this room with the Mask of Pleasure, there is a crystal fragment right in the middle on the ceiling, and also a vase to break. So the fight with Cassandra here is pretty much the same as the fight with Bella from earlier. What you want to do, though, is you want to place a mine right here in front of the bookshelf, pull the bookshelf away, and when she comes to attack you here, she's going to explode the mine and explode the wall. Then you want to get her into the loop again, shoot her in the face, fire 2 more shots. When she does the long stagger, reload 2 shots, fire 2 shots, reload 2, fire 2, etc.
My body! Why? No!
Once you fire 10 shots, she'll be at 1 pistol bullet away, maybe 2 from death, so just finish her off with the pistol and fully loot the room.
Wait! You're my Prima!
Crazy witch.
Alright, I know this episode has been long at this point, but we have one extra area to go before we can fight Lady Dimitrescu. When you leave here, she's actually going to be patrolling on the outside. As long as you stick to the left, you can squeeze past, and you'll have no problems there at all. Go back to the bell room earlier that we've already solved, and pick up the handgun ammo here and the herb. So as soon as you get the sniper rifle, you want to shoot this particular enemy in the head, and then shoot it again with the pistol, and it will die. I'll explain why we have to kill this one in a few minutes. After this is dead, just run through the area until the mask. It's gonna sound like you're being attacked by these creatures, but don't worry, they are further away than they sound. Okay, very important. After you've ziplined down, go to the left and stand as close as you can to this cage. All of these flying creatures should group up towards you. Now, the reason why we kill the first one is because if you don't kill him, he will actually fly in this cage room with you. And in extremely rare cases, one of these others can still fly in here with you, so make sure you have the shotgun ready if they do that. So in the back there where I'm aiming, there's usually one of these perched, but for some reason there isn't. Please look there, and if there is one perched, make sure you shoot him with the pistol so that he joins the group in front of you. Once they've all sufficiently grouped up, aim the pistol at the dark, shadowy area in the middle of this little, like, pattern on the ceiling there, and throw a pipe bomb. They will all die. The ones that don't die are in a bad position, like the two that are on my right here. This is actually quite rare that this happens, but if this does happen, it's alright. You can just knife them through the wall without any worry of them hitting you. Make sure to pick up all the loot you can get here, including the very first enemy if he dropped down to the bottom. And as you're jumping down this ladder, be sure to spam pickup, because sometimes there can be a weird, like, invisible item there to pick up, and you want all the cash you can get at this point. So now that all the enemies are dead, we're just gonna go break all the vases in the area to get as much loot as possible, grab the mask, and then return to the Duke before the Lady Dimitrescu fight.
Okay, I should be able to get out with these.
After you exit the elevator, Lady Dimitrescu is going to be right in front of you,
Stupid
so go to the
man-thing.
right.
You won't live long, even if you run.
And then what you want to do is you want to put the 2 right masks on. So the first one is Rage, and the second one is Joy. After this, you want to skedaddle down the right corridor and into this room that we unlocked way at the beginning. Wait for Lady D to come into the room, and then go the opposite direction of whichever way she goes around the table. At this point, you can go back and put the other 2 masks in, and then go into the Duke's room.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Before you do anything here,
Welcome.
do the
Welcome.
ball
You're
puzzle
sure
over
to
here.
find
I have forgotten to do this on so
something
many
new.
runs, and it's so much money that you're missing out on if you forget to do it, so please make sure to do this puzzle. And that is going to be it for episode 2. That was a long one. Thank you for watching. If you have any problems at all, please feel free to contact me on Discord,
know
on
if you
Twitter,
need
on
some.
Twitch, wherever you feel most comfortable. I would be more than happy to help anyone with any issues they may have with the run. And also, if you want to see my finished run of this when I first got it, you can click in the description as well. It'll be there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for Lady Dimitrescu.